Hello everyone, what is cooking all you good looking people out there, and I am so excited to bring you this special video. It's the 1 year anniversary of my This Can't Be Real series, and if you don't know what that is, it is a daily first impression series where I change the game every week. So a new game every week, 7 episodes, and I take a look at a new game that's come out, something interesting, something that piques my interest, something weird, and it's been a whole year. January 27th, 2013. Today, the day this video comes out, January 27th, 2014. I'm so happy I've made it here. I can't believe it. It's been a whole year. And to make a special video for this 1 year anniversary, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through every single one of the games give them 25 seconds each, and just say a little bit about them, what I liked, what I didn't like, my experiences, just a fond memory of the entire 1 year. I'm so happy you guys were along for the ride with me, and here's to another year afterwards. Oh god, Cherry Tree High Comedy Club. This was the first game that I played in This Can't Be Real. It was a very strange one for me. I never played anything like it. It seemed rather simple, and it was annoying to have to go from location to location trying to find the people to talk to, because that's the thing in this game. To try and find like what you need to do during the day, you have to travel everywhere, and it seemed so strange to me. Yeah, not my style. But Proteus, this was something really special. Proteus is the first game of this type that I'd ever played before. It's like, just explore this open island, but as you would explore it, so many cool things would happen. It has such a unique art style, and I truly, truly loved this game. Definitely sparked my interest in indie games, and this was a great beginning to This Can't Be Real. Oh, week 3, bientolete. This game is nonsense, but you know what? Nonsense in maybe an interesting way. You pretty much walk around this weird place finding some stuff, and then you go into this chess game mode that doesn't make any sense. I didn't get it. It was so surreal, so weird, but starting off This Can't Be Real with weird games like this, I thought was great. The Good Life. Oh my god, week 4. This is such a bad broken game. Don't get this. This was like $20, and like it crashed all the time. So monotonous, like driving a boat from like island to island. Just, oh my goodness, it was so terribly boring. And this scene right here, the like scuba diving or snorkeling crap, this like crashed my like whole game and like almost froze my computer. Eleusis. This is the most popular series on my channel. Eleusis episode number 1 is the most popular video I've ever made, and I'm so grateful for that. Not really my style of games, like survival horror, find the objects in a giant 3D world. It wasn't too scary, but I did okay, but I did kind of get stuck at the end, which sort of made the last couple of episodes kind of a bore. Patterns, made by Linden Labs. This is a really weird one, because that's the people who make Second Life. And this really felt a lot like a bad Minecraft to me. It's not that I absolutely hated it, and I understand that there's a pretty good community for it now, but when I played it, I just didn't get it. I didn't understand what to do. It felt like you couldn't really build much, and it was just, the controls seemed so weird. I didn't enjoy it very much. Sword of the Stars, The Pit. This is one of the games that goes in a category of games I feel like I don't enjoy as much as I should. And I know that this is a good game. It's just I didn't enjoy it as much as I think a lot of people do. So I'm going to say it's a really good game, but just it didn't tickle me the way I feel it should have. And I'm kind of sad about that. It was kind of fun though. Shattered Haven. Oh, fuck, stay away from this game. Shatter, well, I don't know about that, maybe not, but I mean, I really didn't have fun with this one. It felt like a lot of the puzzles were just impossible, like not explained. I had no idea what I was doing, like everything didn't work. Like try and solve like all these tiny little like puzzles to get past this weird area, a weird story, so much reading, such weird graphics. Oh, God. Tonka's Adventure, The Curse of Zoltar. Oh my god, I remember this game. This was so weird. I mean, it was supposed to be like a harken back to the N64 days, the early days of 3D. And you know what? I guess it does do that. Had such weird and broken controls, but honestly, I mean, I beat the whole thing, and it wasn't very good, but you know what? I have some fond memories of it, to be honest. It's pretty funny. Misplaced Max. This game, maybe it doesn't look so good. I mean, just look at it. It's like tiny little sprites, and it's got like, you know, this weird overtop view. But you know what? It has such funny writing. This game is awesome. Definitely worth a pickup just to read it. It really is super funny, super creative, and super great. A lot of people I think overlook this game. Don't. It's awesome. Lords of Football. God, I've played a lot of soccer games on my channel for someone who knows nothing of soccer, and this game is included. Thankfully, it's not super simmy, so I could just sort of manage. I guess the gimmick is like the nightlife thing, where you can control the people's nightlife, training, and on the field, so it's like 3 sections to the game. But it felt kind of gimmicky, and like the weird rehab stuff. It really wasn't my bag of tea. And Extended Edition. Another one of those survival, find the object to get through to the other room. This game, I needed to find a walkthrough because seriously, I got stuck for so long in this one. And you know what, this series has one of the funniest jump scares. Well, one of the only ones. I'm not much of a screamer, but God, the jump scare that got me in this one. Holy crap. Oh man, Surgeon Simulator 2014. Wow, week 13 already. This was such a great game. I went in here thinking I would do terribly at it, and you know what? I did pretty decent. I got to the first level of like the space stuff in the 7 episodes. Started off real slow, but then I got the hang of it. Wham, bam, bam, bam. Started completing missions. I loved it. One of the best games of 2013, in my opinion. This was so fun. Ciro gave me a lot of motion sickness, and I don't know if it was the fact that I had stayed up for 24 hours prior to trying to record this. I was watching fellow YouTuber JSmithOTI doing a 52-hour live stream, and you know, 24 hours into it, I was like, oh crap, I need to record this, can't be real, and I played this, and oh my god, I felt like vomiting. But you know what? It's really fun. Game Dev Tycoon. Now this is an awesome game. Definitely one of the best ones of 2013. I loved it. Have so much fun. So much fun that it's one of the few games that I took it and actually did a series on it afterwards. So after this Can't Be Real, it turned into its own series. And you know what? If you haven't picked this one up, do. It is so great. In my opinion, one of the best games 2013. Oh, loved it. Ballpoint Universe. This game looks great. And I am too much of a scrub. First of all, I mean, look at this. Look at the shitty platforming I decided to put in the video. That's awful. But really, it isn't really a platformer like this. It's like one of those side-scrolling space shooters, like a bullet hell space shooter type thing. It's one of those. So if you're bad at those like I am, God, don't get this, because you will suck at it. But it looks awesome. Rhys. This is like a god game. Pretty cool. It's like it's on like a planet. You control these gods and you have certain actions to influence people. It's pretty fun, but it felt a little bit shallow to me, so I didn't really have as much enjoyment as I think a lot of people do. But looking at the screen now, it does look actually quite in depth. I don't know, it felt like a sort of a shallow experience to me at the time, but I think a lot of people might like it. Night of the Rabbit. This is one of those point-and-click adventure games, and, I mean, just look at the beautiful art style. This looks fantastic. You know, obviously, I got stuck in this. It's not my kind of game, but I decided to play it. It looked great. Writing was awesome. Animation was smooth. It is pretty much all you would want for a kind of game like this. If you're a fan, Night of the Rabbit is awesome. The Swapper. Now, this game was a puzzle game that surprised the hell out of me. Love the mechanic, being able to swap out as another character, create clones. That whole mechanic, slowing down time, was so cool, and I thought so unique that I really, really love this game. This game, I didn't go back to it, but it really, really tickled my fancy. I thought this was great. Gunpoint. Ooh, this is cool. Gunpoint, like a stealth action game where you can hack circuitry to try and get through the puzzles. You got like targets and stuff like that. Very fun. I actually really like this game, and the aesthetic in this game is so cool. I mean, just look at the way this looks. This game looks awesome. Here's some of that hacking stuff that goes on. Oh man, that was fun. GeoGuesser. Now this is one of the best games of the year, and I know it's a free web game, but seriously, going through Google Maps and trying to guess where you are in the world is so engaging. I have a series right now on my YouTube channel on GeoGuesser, one of the games I've gone through, and I do it on Twitch live, so you guys can see that, twitch.tv/Athergames. I love this game, seriously. GeoGuesser, play it! Magrunner Dark Pulse. This is an interesting, like, 3D puzzle game that has magnetism as its main aspect. So you can sort of make objects magnetic, attract each other, or make them repel each other. As you can see right here, making green and red, and then they repel each other, and then you can ascend or descend or use activate switches and stuff like that. It's a lot of fun. Rogue Legacy, again, one of those games that is very good, but that is not for me, which is why I didn't enjoy it as much as I should have. Mostly because if you can see right now, I suck at this game. I mean, I can't, like, look at this shit gameplay I put in right here. This is, like, seriously, I'm so bad at this kind of game, it's unfucking believable. So that's why I didn't enjoy it. But it's great, it's a good game, you should get it. Magic 2014. This is actually a whole lot of fun. I didn't go back and play it on my channel, but I did play it on my own, and you know what? A really fun card game. If you have Magic 2013, I don't know, if you have friends that to play it, I guess you can get the new one, but it's pretty much the same thing as it's been since I played it for the first time on the PS3, like 4 years ago, but it's a lot of fun, and I like it. And the next segment is the Steam Summer Sale segment. Played 5 games. Thomas Was Alone, Scribblenauts Unlimited, which was pretty cool. Then I played Fez. Awesome. Oh, Fez, what a great game that is. Hotline Miami, this is a really, really cool one. This was to sort of all do with the Steam Summer Sale, and Little Inferno. So that was a special Steam Summer Sale, 5 games in a week. Kerbal Space Program, week 26. This is such a cool in-depth space simulator that, I mean, it's really awesome. Building your own spaceships. I mean, it's not like... My big goal that I got to in the series was getting into orbit. So, you know, I'm not the best player, but it was fun as heck to build these spaceships. And, I mean, it's so cool and in-depth. This is an awesome game, Kerbal Space Program. Cube World. This was... I mean, a bit of a disappointment, to be honest. I guess the combat was cool, but it was very, very difficult. I find myself not being able to kill very many enemies, and it being very grindy at first. And although the world was very open, there were so many things I couldn't do and couldn't kill and couldn't attack that I just had to run, and it sort of was very limiting for me. I don't know. Take on Mars. This is like a really in-depth, like, Mars rover simulator. And it's so weird. I mean, I ended up in such a crappy situation. I ended up, like, bankrupting myself and, like, crashing all my landers. And I had to go on, like, a rescue mission with one of my landers to the other one. And it was so weird. So there was, like, 3 episodes of me driving, like, 300 miles on the surface of Mars just to get to where we were. Papers, Please. #1 game of the year. Best game. I love it. This is so awesome. Point and click, let people in, deny them based on their passports and documents they give you. I played this a lot on Twitch afterwards, played the whole game, found all sorts of ending. This is seriously the best game of the year. Get it, no matter what. This is a game you should own. It is absolutely awesome. I really loved it. Can't say enough. Gone Home. This as well. Such a cool experience. I know that the price may seem high for maybe like a 2-hour experience, but honestly, I didn't enjoy it as much in This Can't Be Real, but when I went back and played it, this is such a special game. You cannot miss it. Seriously, uncovering the story this way is so cool. Honestly, Gone Home is great. If I had to place it on the list, #3 best game of the year. Spelunky. This is probably the final and most awesome example of games in which I am just so bad at them that it ruins my enjoyment, but I do understand that this is seriously one of the best games of the year. It's just that it's not on my list because I can't enjoy it. And yes, I know it did come out on Xbox before, but the PC edition seems like the definitive edition, or maybe the Vita one is pretty cool too. But seriously, it's great. I just didn't enjoy it. Shelter. This is a weird one. This is like you're a mother badger taking care of like 5 offspring, and you gotta feed them, and you gotta... It's such a cool way to tell a story, and I think I went through the whole thing in my series. But honestly, this is something really cool, and Shelter is special. Definitely worth a look. I mean, it's awesome. Mirror Moon EP. This is a game I didn't get. It was so weird. I was just stuck feeling like I was missing something the entire time. I mean, it's got a really, really cool aesthetic, and like, just look at what I'm doing. I'm like moving this planet in the sky by doing all this stuff, but it's so, you gotta figure it out as you're going along, and it just doesn't make any sense. It just boggled my mind trying to figure out what to do. It was so weird. Goddess. This game somehow involves Peter Molyneux, and it was alright, although it really seemed shallow in terms of its mechanics. A lot of repetitive clicking and clicking and clicking. Maybe it's got a better community, and there was right now, but honestly, at the time that I was playing it, it just felt like too much clicking and not enough fun. Too much clicking and waiting, not enough fun. That's too bad. Influx. I came into Influx thinking it would be another one of those average 3D puzzlers, but Influx is seriously great, and there are some hilarious moments. Yes, moving the world with this ball is sort of an idea you could think would exist, but like the rest of the story and the other parts of the game are so cool. Honestly, this is a fantastic, probably best 3D puzzler of the year. I really think Influx was great. Brothers, A Tale of Two Sons. Brothers, A Tale of Two Sons is a really, really good game. It tells a really cool story about two boys trying to find, either trying to find their father or something for their sick father. I kind of forget, it's been a little while, but honestly, this is a very cool game that I didn't enjoy to its fullest because I never went back to play it, but I think I really should because it's on a lot of Game of the Year lists. It is definitely a good experience. Day 1 Gary's Incident. This is the only Day 1 Gary's Incident footage you're going to see on my channel because the other Day 1 Gary's Incident was removed because of a silly copyright bullcrap that was happening to other YouTubers. So I decided to take my Day 1 Gary's Incident videos down. This game sucks. It's like the worst game ever. Seriously, don't get it. This is probably the worst game I've ever played on this channel. But this game, Wolf Among Us, this is not bad. This is an awesome game. Telltale Games, sort of pointy, clicky, but I mean, it's more of like a story-driven game, and you choose different outcomes, how you're gonna do it. Set in like a fairy tale type world, but like a fairy tale people into the real world. I don't know. Look at the aesthetic. It's awesome. It's really good. I love it. The Stanley Parable. This is such a unique experience. It's so weird. Going, like, it's such a branching path game. At first, you have a narrator that's telling a story, and then you can choose to defy the narrator or listen to the narrator, and then there's so many paths you can go down, and the narrator reacts to what you're doing. It delivers a story in such a cool way, and there's so many possible outcomes. This game is hilarious and awesome. Democracy 3, a pretty in-depth democracy simulator where you can choose to be one of like 5 countries: England, Germany, France, US, Canada, probably, or maybe, I don't really know what it is. And you can choose different actions that then try and win the vote. It seemed pretty easy to win the vote. I don't know how many times you can stay in office, but I mean, I don't know. It was pretty fun. I mean, if you love sliders and you love stats and stuff like this, you love it. Master Reboot. It's a pretty cool indie game, except it suffered from a lot of problems, like the fact that it crashed a lot on my system. It has a pretty strange story, and it delivers it. Yeah, it was. Oh god, it was pretty weird on mine, but it was an interesting story, and you know, it was all right. I wouldn't recommend it that much though. Risk of Rain, another one of those games on the list that is better than what I enjoyed from it. I know a lot of people like Risk of Rain a whole lot. For me, it wasn't my bag of tea, mostly because I absolutely suck at it, so it's not like I could really get that much enjoyment out of it. There's no way I'm going to be good at a game like this, so I just got to cut my losses and not really play it because, you know, it's just not for me, but it's awesome. Contrast. This is the game that I played last on my PS4. This is the one of the few PS4 games I did. I guess you can count Call of Duty and Battlefield 4 because I did some sort of graphics comparison to those. But this was the last game I ever played on my PS4. It's right now collecting dust. This game was alright, free on PlayStation Plus back then. It was, I don't know, I feel like it doesn't really show off the powers of the PS4, but the mechanic was pretty cool. Carnage Racing. Pretty shit driving game with really, really bad controls, which is what you would want out of a driving game, but this isn't it. I mean, it's got some sort of cool mechanics, but it looks really bad, so I don't know. I mean, I definitely pass on this one, but what a weird thing. There's that weird, like, dimensional teleportation thing, which is weird with it. Here's a good driving game, Euro Truck Simulator 2. If you ever wanted to simulate yourself being a truck driver, this is probably the #1 experience you can have of that. Probably the only experience available except for Euro Truck Simulator 1. This is very fun, surprisingly enough, even for someone who is not interested in doing a truck. It's realistic enough, cool enough, you can build, but, you know, not so realistic as to, you know, want to, like, shoot yourself in the head. And it was pretty good. Hearthstone card game. Turns out I'm awful at this, but I really enjoy the idea of it. I guess I was more of a Magic person than Hearthstone, although they are completely different. Very much into this. Look at me, I'm a scrub and decided to place deck building as the highlight section in this video. God, what an idiot. But anyways, very cool. The daily arena thing is really, really awesome. That's my favorite part about the game. SimCity Cities of Tomorrow. This marks the first time that I've went and revisited an expansion in a This Can't Be Real. So I did a big series, like almost 200 episodes of SimCity on the regular one, and then I went and did Cities of Tomorrow in a This Can't Be Real. Too bad I didn't really show off much Cities of Tomorrow content because it was the first like hour and a half of a session, and not too much can be put in there. Walking Dead Season 2. This is very, very good. Another Telltale game. I mean, if I had to choose this or Wolf Among Us, I would choose Wolf Among Us just because I'm not really too invested in The Walking Dead. But if you're a fan of The Walking Dead, you'll love this. Even if you're not, it is a good game. And episode 1 was very cool. I did enjoy it a lot. Graphic moments, whew, man. Let me tell you, some parts in this are something. Long Live the Queen, one of the games that I would never have thought I would have enjoyed, but seriously, this is a great game. It's so fun, I can't believe it, it's so weird. You pretty much just choose like classes to do and then where you go in your afternoons, but the way it delivers the story and the fact that you like die and you can try again, there's so many attempts, like you're gonna die and you try again to try and get to the end, it's really fun. Unearth, Trail of Ibn Battuta, Gold Edition. Wow, this might be one of the worst games too. Maybe only slightly less bad than Gary's Incident, but like this is also such a broken game mechanically. It doesn't make any sense. There's like the most hilarious cutscenes in this. Oh my god, I can't believe it. This game is so shit, but whatever. You know what? It is what it is, and Jesus. Microsoft Paint. That's because that week I tried to play a game that was so bad I couldn't stand it to do it. It's not that it was bad, I just didn't get it. So I played Microsoft Paint and decided to remake famous artworks. Here I am painting the Mona Lisa. Yep, that's right. This is the Mona Lisa with a spray paint can. If you want to see me being hilariously bad at art, go check that out. It's, I mean, it is what it is, right? It is what it is. And finally, week 52, Europa Universalis 4, Conquest of Paradise. Went to go visit the new expansion for Europa Universalis 4 that I did a series of on my channel. There you go, 52 weeks, and you know what, actually, this is awesome. I might stream some of this on Twitch, because this is a very, very fun game. So I think I might stream some of this on Twitch, because I'm hankering to play it again. It was a whole lot of fun. So there you go. That marks the end of all 52 weeks, one whole year of This Can't Be Real, and let me tell you, this can't be real. Well, I guess it can, but it doesn't feel real. Thank you guys so much for watching. This has been a pleasure. Right now, playing Rust. That's what's going on now, and there'll be another whole year ahead of us. So don't worry, this doesn't mark the end, of course. Hope you guys are enjoying the series, supporting the series. Give me some tips, some advice, what you'd want to see from the series moving on out. Do you want me to focus only on indie games, no AAA stuff? Do you want me to focus on whatever? Do you want me not to play games I'm shit at? Do you want me to research games more before I play them? I don't know. Give me some feedback. Tell me what you think about anything. Hope you guys have enjoyed. It means so much to me that you guys watch. And as always, I will see you guys next time. Aw, yeah. Cue the royalty-free music. 3, 2, 1, go. Come on, everybody. Get on your feet. Stand up, look at the screen, and repeat. I'm gonna like, rate, comment, and subscribe. I love watching Athervids all of the time. Thanks for dropping by and spending the time. Hope you've enjoyed, and let's get on with our lives. Oh yeah. Thanks to Kevin MacLeod for these awesome beats. Woo yeah. Have a good one.